Hello, happy 4th of July. I hope you all have some fun planned for this weekend and that the weather doesn't quite put too much of a damper on it. But it is July 1st. Half of 2022 is behind us, which is just crazy. But so halfway through the year, and I know there's been a lot of chatter on the media about what's going on in the market. So as usual, it's time for a monthly update anyway, so I want to show you our June stats. I'll share my screen. And so I've been really interested to see what was to come with these statistics. And so I want to start off by showing you all our pending sales. Pending sales is what we have under contract right now that is due to close. Sometimes they come back on the market, sometimes, most of the time they close. And so right now we have a little dip in pending sales since last month, but this is not uncommon from May to June. You can see back each year that we've had a little bit of a decline. This blue line is the entire MLS. And even back in, pre-COVID, we have a dip because people are going on vacation. And a lot of sales occur in advance of the summer, right in the springtime, so that people can get settled over the summer. So that's not unusual. But we've also had some new listings hit the market. So with a little bit of a dip in the properties that have come on the market going under contract for these pending sales, that leaves a little bit more in the market. So that means good news for buyers. You've got some more options, and you're going to continue to see more listings come on the market, and it's going to take a little bit longer for them to sell as we are in this transitional market now. So we are above 1 month. So this is good. I foresee this is going to continue to go up as our market normalizes. So I don't know exactly how quickly that's going to happen. I don't think it'll happen all too quickly, but it is good news that we're going to have some more options. Might be able to actually look at a few properties on a Saturday, not casually, but just, if you're serious, you can make a decision between a few properties instead of having to rush out the door every moment a listing flies on the market and scooping it up immediately. Not to say once you find your perfect house that you want to put an offer in on that you shouldn't move quickly, because you never know. And even in a pre-COVID market, it was important to move quickly, and we still had multiple offers going on back then. So just really interesting to see that connection there between the pending sales and month supply. Average days on market has gone up and down depending on if you're looking at the entire MLS, Summerville, and Cane Bay. I pulled as a big community to compare to. So our average days on market has gone up in Cane Bay by about 6 days and has about normalized, gone up about a day for both the the entire MLS and Summerville overall. So the median days on market, though, is a little bit different, where you're seeing most properties going under contract in 3 days as of last month, and that was pretty consistent. We were between 3 and 6 days, under a week for the past several months. Well, now we're seeing that kind of creep up a little bit. So we're 4 to 6 days is now the median. So I foresee that to continue to go up. The sales price has gone up on average for each area, the entire MLS, Summerville, and Cane Bay. But the median, interestingly enough, has dropped for the entire MLS. Last month, we were at 425, and it's come down to 405.9. So that might be that we've seen a lot more price reductions coming, where some sellers might have been just having a hard time catching on that the market is shifting, and then they maybe overestimated what they were going to be able to get for their house and having to do a price reduction. Listing agents too, we're having to adjust our marketing strategies and our plans, and looking at our comps a little bit differently, what we could get for a property a few months ago, last year, compared to what we need to do now. So And then Cane Bay and the entire MLS have gone up a smidge or more. Cane Bay's gone up to 470. So interesting to see how like the overall different areas have continued to go up in this last month. But Summerville has dropped as an area, which is just interesting to see. Maybe some of the other areas outside of Cane Bay have pulled that average or that median number down. So I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. I don't want you all to get too freaked out about what's going on in the market. What's important for you to know is you have us on your side when it comes time to buy or sell. So our statistics have always outranked the averages and the median is what's going on in the market. Our average days on market pre-COVID, important to know, in a normal market, even like a strong seller's market prior to COVID, our average days on market was 14 days, while the rest of Berkeley County, all of the entire Charleston MLS was, in between like 50, 60 days most of the time. So it's a significantly shorter period of time that your home will be on the market. So regardless of what the averages are, what everything else is doing, our marketing, our strategies, and the plans we put in place for your specific property are going to outperform other listings and other properties. So even if it does take a little bit longer, it's going to be a quicker process than maybe listing with somebody else or another brokerage. So on the buy side, I want to remind you all, this is exciting. I know the interest rates are higher than we'd like them to be, but you can refinance in the future, and now you have options. You've got more options. And so sellers might be a little bit more negotiable than they were before, which is really exciting. You may now be able to start negotiating closing costs. You might catch a seller before they're thinking about doing a price drop, and they may accept an offer with closing costs paid to you. So that's more money in your pocket now, which is really, really exciting. So I hope that you can take the good that I have to share and try to ignore some of the fear mongering that is going on in the media. So I hope you all have a wonderful 4th. And if you need anything, you know where to find us.